AITA for feeling like my wife's new religious beliefs are unfair to me and our marriage. My wife, 30F, and I, 30M, have been married for a few years, and up until recently, religion wasn't a significant part of our lives. I've always considered myself agnostic, and my wife wasn't particularly religious either when we first got together. However, about 6 months ago, my wife started getting more involved in Catholicism, and it's been causing increasing tension in our relationship. The main issues revolve around sex and contraception. Because we're not married in the church, she now believes that we shouldn't be having sex, even though we're legally married. She also wants to stop using contraception, which makes me really uncomfortable because it feels like it's forcing me into a position where having children becomes almost inevitable, a path I'm not ready or willing to take. I've been struggling with how drastically these changes are affecting our relationship. It feels like religion is suddenly dictating aspects of our marriage that we used to navigate together, and that's really hard for me to accept. I didn't sign up for a life where religious rules would determine such personal aspects of our relationship, and I'm finding it increasingly difficult to reconcile these changes with my own beliefs and values. I care about my wife deeply, but I feel like the dynamic of our relationship has shifted in a way that's unfair to me. I've tried to be supportive, but I can't help but feel that this isn't the life I envisioned for us when we got married. Now on to the next story. Story 2. AITA for cutting my brother out of my life for who he's marrying. Hey, so I'll try to be as detailed as possible and short, but I did fail high school English, so I'm Sean, 27M, and my brother is Devin, 28M. He is marrying Erin, 28F, and she is my high school bully. I say bully, but really tormentor is more accurate. My brother knows this. He went to school with me. He saw it all. I came out as gay my freshman year. I didn't announce it or anything, but I told my friend, and he told someone who told others. When Erin found out, her and her group of friends chose to fuck with me. The things included, innocently enough, pointing and laughing, walking up and saying gay jokes, asking boys to ask me out then laugh at me. To less innocent, like in my sophomore year, they left a razor blade in my locker with a note saying try again after I tried to off myself. Just shitty things until she left my junior year, so I had my senior year to myself, lol. Well, now he brought her over to 4th of July last month and introduced her as his fiancée. Didn't even know they were dating, neither did my parents. They know what she did, and they were surprised at first but decided she must have changed and told me to give her a chance. I was pissed off and distant the rest of the day. Didn't talk to him and just hung out with my cousins. The next day he called me and asked why I didn't talk to him at all yesterday, and I told him he's marrying a raging cunt who wanted me to slit my wrists in the bathroom. Why would I talk to him? And he blew up on me, telling me I have no right to say that about his fiancée, and she isn't the same person. I should judge anyone based off their actions as a kid, blah blah blah. I hung up on him and am not planning on talking to him again until he apologizes. He had my parents call me to tell me they think I really should give her a chance. She's a changed person and has told them sorry for what she did to me in the past. LOL? I didn't get that apology. Who the fuck cares if she says sorry to them? I sure as fuck don't. I told them until she's begging me to give her a chance for forgiveness, they can fuck off with my brother. Well, now as of an hour ago, Erin messaged me a very heartfelt and sweet message which I will copy and paste here. Hey Sean, this is Erin. I'm sorry about my actions in high school, but honestly it was a decade ago. I don't know why you care anymore. The things you do as kids don't accurately reflect on who you are as a person, and I doubt you're the same person as you were back then. The fact that you're judging me and not even letting me be happy with your brother when we announce a very serious and joyful thing is honestly very disappointing. I figured you would have grown up and not acted like a child about this. Well, smiley face. I fucking hate her, bro, holy shit. So I replied, hey cunt, glad to hear from you. You destroyed my high school years and never even gave a glimpse of remorse, so you can go fuck yourself, and I hope your marriage with my brother ends in cheating and fighting and you living in a box under the freeway again. So now I'm done with my brother and just the entire situation. Am I in the wrong for dropping him out of my life and not moving on? Even if I am, I don't think I care, but I kinda want an outside opinion. Now on to the next story. Story 3. AITA for not letting my ex-husband's new girlfriend have a piece of his mother's jewelry. I, 40F, and my ex, we'll call him Joe, 41M, were high school sweethearts, started dating when we were 17, married at 19, and divorced 20 years later, so going on 2 years now. We have an amazing daughter, Sarah, who is 8, and has adjusted really well to the separation. Joe and I get along great. The divorce was amicable and we're still good friends. Not like we hang out alone or anything, but we don't argue or fuss at each other, help each other out, and just overall have each other's backs, because at the end of the day, our number one priority will always be Sarah and doing what is best for her. We've both moved on and are in serious long-term relationships with other people. His girlfriend Lily, 46F, is great and really good for him. I have never had any conflict with her and enjoy spending time with her when we all get together for holidays and other important events or celebrations. Until last week, Joe's parents passed away within a month of each other last summer, and it was devastating for all of us. Even though Joe and I had already been divorced for about a year, they still treated me like family and I loved them dearly. Joe and Lily hadn't started dating yet, so she never met them, which is a shame. They were incredible people. Long story to get to the point, but I feel like the background is important. Last week, Sarah got a box in the mail from her aunt who was responsible for dividing up my late mother-in-law's jewelry amongst the kids and grandkids. She had a huge collection of both costume and more expensive fine jewelry. I let Joe know about it, and he explained that some of it was left to me so when he would come over, and we sort through it together. Lily came with him, which was fine. It was extremely difficult, and we were both very emotional, so I'm glad she was there to support him. Here's where I think I may be the asshole. As we were going through the jewelry, we had pulled out a couple of cheaper pieces of costume jewelry for Sarah to have now, and I had picked out a couple of rings, a necklace, and 3 pairs of earrings to keep, knowing that they will eventually go to Sarah as well. Joe and I agreed that the rest of it would be put away in the lockbox that we each have a key to at my house and would stay there until Sarah is older and it goes to her. One of the pieces being put away is a beautiful set of ruby and diamond earrings and necklace that are obviously very real and we believe were passed down from Joe's grandmother. Lily had been admiring the set and making comments about how well it would go with the wedding dress she had been looking at. They aren't engaged, or even with some of her date night outfits. Joe didn't say anything to her in response, and when she put them down, I wrapped them back up and put them along with the rest of the jewelry in the lockbox. Since then, Lily has texted me multiple times asking about them and if she can just borrow them. At one point, she accused me of just wanting them for myself and pointed out that Joe and I were divorced and I didn't have any right to keep them. She has also said that when they get married, the jewelry will legally be part of their marital assets anyway, so I'm just putting off the inevitable. I'm not planning on wearing them, per my agreement with Joe. I'll wear the pieces I picked out and the rest will stay put away for Sarah. I have zero intention of taking any of it out unless it's necessary, and even then, I'll let Joe know what's going on with it. Joe's has been radio silent, and I haven't said anything because I don't want to cause any conflict that could have an impact on Sarah. So am I the asshole for not giving in and letting Lily have some of the jewelry meant for my daughter? TLDR. My ex-husband's girlfriend wants some of the expensive jewelry left to my daughter when his mom passed away, and I wouldn't let her have it and put it away for my daughter instead. Now on to the next story. Story 4. AITA for banning my mom from my wedding after her baby daddy's prank? I love my mom. I really do, but she makes dumb choices. I have a 5-year-old sister, Maddie, who my mom shares with her ex, Jake. Jake is seriously the biggest asshole. Even my mom knows it. He asked her to marry him 3 times, and they never made it to the altar. For some reason, my mom lets Jake in the house all the time. She says he is there to see Maddie, but like they don't get most people with shared custody take the kid to their other house. Recently, my fiancée, Bridget, asked my mom if she could host her bridal shower at our weekend house. My mom said yes, but she couldn't promise they wouldn't be there as Maddie likes to get out of the city every weekend. My mom and Maddie were there, which is fine, but it was Jake's weekend with Maddie, so he felt the need to come. Bridget was having a lovely bridal shower, despite Jake in and out of the kitchen in his boxers. My mom was outside riding with Maddie, and when she came in, she put both of their muddy boots on the floor in the stairwell as well as a muddy towel, as we have had a lot of rain. Fucking Jake picked up the muddy stuff and dumped it in Bridget's lap, ruining her special white dress. My mom blew up at him and Bridget was furious. He just laughed and said, "You know I have no impulse control." Bridget's bridesmaids were horrified and my mom chewed him out, but he was just making a joke of it. "You want to go upstairs and discipline me? You're sexy when you're angry." He later admitted he did it because my mom had told him that morning something Bridget said about her years ago that she was still mad about. Bridget demanded I do something, so I uninvited my mom from the wedding. My mom is very upset and doesn't understand why. I told her I was sorry, but she caused this by letting Jake in our lives, letting him in the house and gossiping with him. So I have to stand firm and protect Bridget. Maddie is still welcome if her nanny can take her.